Just love the way these Europeans deliver that cue, though, Andy. So technically sound. And, you know, they never beat themselves. You never see, you know, from the shoulders up, these guys are rock solid. Used to be, the Europeans came over here, the Americans were intimidating. Not anymore.
Yeah, I got the impression in the last match, it looked as though they threw the towel in a bit, which you just don't see.
Didn't intend flicking the 9, but it shouldn't bother him. He's still wide open on the 7 here. Slightly hampered queuing around that 9. That's about where his bridge hand would be resting normally.
The benefit he's got is all he needs to do is drop it in, and the white will automatically come up in perfect line for the 8 ball.
Bit of a fitness freak is Niels Fine. Now he's a family man. Young daughter Lena.
Well,
look out.
Feet a bit.
Come on.
Anxious moments to be certain there. Watch it again. That one definitely went in the tradesman's entrance.
Overcut it. You don't see that often.
Nicely converted from Suke. Down, and it is Europe that opened their account here as well, as they've done predominantly here on day 3. 1-0 they lead, a break, and an important win to start things out. It'll be down to America to reply. Archer and Morris, they know the task at hand. They know what's being counted on.
How did you describe this one? It was a tough cut, wasn't it? Queuing over the 9 ball.
Yes, and for a second it looked like it was going to stay on the table, Andy, and eventually departed the playing surface, thankfully for Team Europe.
Yeah.
Jim, there comes a point in every match when you're so many behind where the tension and the pressure goes, because then you're not expected to win it. Do you think USA are at that point at the moment, 8-4 down, the Europeans need 3 more points? Has the pressure been lifted off people like Johnny Archer now and the Rocket?
It's not there yet, Andy. We call it the loser's stroke. Beware the loser's stroke.
You got there many times in your career, Jim, didn't you?
I'm famous for it. Rack number 2.
Eyes of a Scorpion.
One of the best breaks, the most controlled breaks in the game of 9 ball.
Hope that white ball doesn't go in for your sake, Jim. It's a good break.
Hasn't left him ideally on the 1, though. The only attacking option here is the bank. And, you know, the way things are going right now, I think the Americans have to start taking some chances. It isn't like Europe is going to open the door. I think the Americans have to put their shoulder to it.
As tough as a damn. Their safety is as tough as.
I think I can get the 1 behind the 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I like
Try
that.
it. I got to spin it though. It's swinging.
I like the bank rock.
Yeah?
I do. If you hit it short, it goes off the 7.
Okay.
You okay?
Well, he knew it was worth going for the bank. And I'll tell you what, has he left a chance here?
I think he has.
He can definitely hit this. I don't know whether he can see enough to make it, but
Start the clock, please.
if he can make this one, that is so unlucky for Team USA. Had 3 colors to hide behind there.
I don't know if I class that as unlucky, Jim. I think if he can see that, that was a bad shot. He did have a lot of room to work with. I won't deny that, but with so many balls to work with, you've got to make sure of it. You can't put it down to luck.
Extension.
Well, I don't think that Ralph can see enough of this one to make it. Otherwise, well, there you go. We just had confirmation with that quick look. Good shot from Suke there. Jump shot here for Archer. He's got the short cue out.
Extension.
Jump shots always been allowed in 9-ball?
Well, as long as I've been around, they have. I know Earl Strickland has never been a proponent of the jump shot. Certainly the jump cue. He's jumped with his playing cue. But I think it's a very what shot from Archer. What a shot from Johnny Archer, and I don't know whether he's going to reap the benefits of it. Yeah, he just passes the short cue back over to Rodney now.
Wonderful shot. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Brilliant.
I think there's a tremendous amount of skill that goes into playing this shot.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. That was just brilliant.
And I know Steve Davis and I have had that conversation, Andy, and he completely agreed. This is a skillful shot.
Like that.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Give him.
Has he blocked it? Has he blocked it? Has he blocked it?
That was a good shot.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Well, you got to put it there.
Give my cue back.
Half through
Hey,
to
get my
the
cue.
2.
I can't get my cue, man. My cue. Thanks.
Rodney's trying to have a little bit of fun out there. Be a lot more fun if they win the match. Oh, this is going to be a little heavy. As soon as he hit it, he knew. Well, Ralph's going to have to pull out a shot here. This 3 only goes into the side pocket. Good shot on the 2, but just slightly overcooked that.
He's got away with it.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
Someone go and get the jump cue for Johnny again.
Jump or no? Kick.
No, I got a kick. Jump, I'll scratch right in the side.
Yeah.
Right?
Kick it to lag the 3, on that side, and maybe go come behind the 6-9.
I don't really like lagging it. I'm going to go ahead and hit it a little bit. Might knock it around 3 rails.
Okay.
Well, you can hear Morris wanted a controlled kick. Archer wants to put a little bit more oomph into this.
One time.
Yeah. How about that from Johnny Archer? That's as much emotion as I've seen from him in a long time. You think he knows the importance of this match?
That was a massive release of energy, wasn't it, from Johnny? That's what it means to him. A wonderful shot. Bang! Right in the pocket.
Might be able to follow it up.
That was his best Rodney Morris imitation.
Shot, John.
You got your chalk?
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Shot, air rock.
Thanks.
It's so big. Such a vital point on offer here. America know for them to have any chance at the Mosconi Cup this year, they just can't afford to let Europe get any more points this day.
Really hitting them eggs, John.
I agree.
John, you're really hitting them eggs.
9-4 for my money is game over, Jim. 8-5, still anyone's. And we have a 4th day.
9 down, 1-1 the score. Could have gone the other way, but a great shot from Johnny Archer. Pivotal here in the 2nd rack. And the American fans getting into it. The 6th man here at the MGM Grand making their presence felt. Rodney hopes he sees a few more 9s like that one.
And the traditional pick up the table celebration. He's a great character, isn't he? I think we saw a side of Rodney that I think even he was embarrassed about yesterday.
I ran into him, Andy, afterwards in the hallway, and he really was. He was embarrassed. He was apologetic. Something he just wants to forget and get on with the play. It is about sportsmanship at the end of the day. Competitive sportsmanship. That's what the Mosconi Cup means. As much emotion, and in the heat of battle, things can happen, but you can never lift a table, regardless of how much emotion, how much strength you've got, Rodney.
Well, it was kind of full.
With the alternating break format, all Europe has to do here is hold serve. They know it. They won the lag. Just win the racks that they break. This is a good break.
Oh.
At least we don't get chewed anyway. Better than nothing.
Not much on offer for the 3. Niels goes back to the table for the chalk to look at this.
What are you thinking, Jim? Obviously a safety, but where? White across the table?
I would try and play the 5 down on the bottom cushion. Maybe take the cue ball off 2 side cushions, spin it with right-hand spin. You might even be able to get it in behind that 7, top of the table.
Got plenty of time.
You're always looking to play both balls into the tall grass, Andy, just in case you don't get one there. And I want the way he's looking at this, he's looking at a little thicker contact. Well, I didn't even think he could see enough to bank it.
There you go.
Didn't look like he could see enough to bank it, but how about the position?
Look at where he's put that cue ball, on a piece of string that was.
There's another example. These guys just do not want to give the table up. A lot of people might not have tried that bank shot. Certainly from our overhead perspective, it didn't look like it was available, but such is the measure of respect that they have for Archer and Morris. Half a chance, they want to take it.
He had so little room to play with the cue ball there. It's like an ice rink. To judge it that well was just superb. That was such a good shot. And as it is, he's given the Europeans a chance to go 2-1 up.
As they sit, that was the key shot, the first one.
I wonder if Ralph sinks the 9 ball. Neil's fine, we'll try and lift the table up.
Got plenty of angle here. Just get the cue ball up towards Z8.
Yeah, I'll just pump this in. White will automatically come up in a line where it is now. There you go, straight up. Drop this in. And it's 2-1 to the Europeans. This is such a big match.
Just a little angle on this. Ralph can slide the cue ball over and play the 9 to the same pocket.
Shot, Ralph.
Mistakes are at a premium here on center stage. We're at the MGM Grand for the PartyPoker.net Mosconi Cup. Doubles action, more action coming your way. Hoping you'll join us. Welcome back to Las Vegas and the Mosconi Cup. The 5th trip here to the MGM Grand. Day 3's order of play. It's all Europe so far. They lead 2-1 in this one. And still 2 more singles matches to come. Well, the Mosconi Cup brings them all out. Celebrities, VIPs, they all come out to see the Mosconi Cup. It is the premier pool event in the world. And we're zeroing in and focusing on this doubles match. 3rd one of day 3.
While Rodney goes down, that's a perfect link for me to say I've been checking my tweets during the break, and Steve Todd has tweeted me saying, Andy, can you define a legal break? I'm watching the Mosconi Cup and loving it.
Well, as Rodney sees that cue ball into the side pocket, we can tell you a legal break means 3 balls have to pass the head string. Every ball pocketed counts as a ball having passed the head string, and for our UK fans, that's basically the balk line. So in that case, it wouldn't have mattered with the cue ball finding the side pocket, legal or not. Team Europe in the catbird seat here. ensuring to leave a nice angle on this too. The 3 next, you'll be able to get close to it.
That's nice. He's got the perfect angle to just drop this in and screw over to the left-hand side of the table for the 4 ball. Ball's
dead on.
Beautifully placed.
Dead on, Andy. Perfect angle. You couldn't have hand placed that any better. Key shot will be from the 4 to the 5. The 5 is the one that Ralph is queuing over right now. Now he needed to leave him plenty of angle here. And I don't know whether he's done that. He's going to have to thump this.
I think he's going to try and come down the gap between the 9 ball and the 5. No, he's played off 2 cushions. Oh, that's awesome.
This is going to be perfect too.
The danger was the middle pocket there, and that was just so well hit. That really was.
Worth another look. Had to miss the 8, and his speed is spot on. Niels Vian has played flawless here.
Well, maybe a tiny bit too straight here. It won't be too much of a problem for Niels. You want him to be maybe 3 or 4 inches shorter to give it. He's got a slight angle just to screw up the table. There you go, won't be a problem. 3-1 to the Europeans. Not looking good for Team America.
Andy, that's an understatement.
Could they have done anything different at this stage, Jim? Has Charlie made any tactical decisions which you would question?
You know something, it's always easy to say after the fact, but personally, I wouldn't have paired Mike Duchesne with Putnam to start out day 3. I mean, Charlie, he can't even bear to watch right Jim. Now. And then he knew that he had Sean Putnam still coming out, and he knew that Darren Appleton was still held back by Johan Ruschenk. He knew Putnam had just gotten beat by Darren Appleton in the U.S. Open. Would you wanted that rematch? As the 9 once again goes the way of Team Europe. It's a 3-1 advantage. The race to 6, and that one they pinched against USA's break. Archer on the left, Morris on the right. No more joking and clowning around now. And there's the man himself, Mike Massey, legend. Without a doubt, the most traveled player. He's a trick shot artist extraordinaire. I'll tell you something, Andy, when he was at the World Masters in 1990 in Birmingham, all the snooker players came to watch Mike Massey on the practice table.
Any snooker players or just snooker?
Rack 5, Europe to break, leading by 3 racks to 1.
Jim White can't be speechless.
Well, he really is something, Mike. I've known him for a long time, and he loves a game of snooker.
Sounded good. Jim White,
please. Thank you.
Well, you and I are having a bit of fun and laughing and joking in here. I promise you, Johnny and Rodney are feeling it. There'll be no fun. There'll be no laughter. It's not looking good for them whatsoever.
Legal break, 2 over the side pocket. The storyline continues.
Did you see Johnny just slump back in his chair there?
They've had to fade this European juggernaut every year. Team Europe, tougher and tougher to make, and that means it's a better team each and every year. The likes of Mika Immonen not on the team. World 9-ball champion Huji C narrowly missed out on that 5th spot. But that's just how tough it is to make this European squad. I can tell you that the Kaiser would like to have that one over again. Just overran what should have been elementary position from his perspective, and now it's safety only.
Quite ticky, I think.
We're taking extension.
Extension.
Well, I'll tell you what, listen to them.
You could get between, but it's really just nip it off and try to get bit behind the 4, like in here.
Inside
I know
the
it's.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, this is a very delicate shot. He's going to try and put the
or
cue
even
ball
a
just
little
behind the
higher.
4 ball,
Yeah.
which I think is dangerous, because if you over or
12
under
seconds.
hit this, you're going to leave the 3 ball in a potting position, and that's exactly what he's done. That surprise you, Jim?
Well, nice having Ralph Souquet as your coach, but I think he's left enough of this for Archer to be able to knock it into that corner pocket. No, maybe not. Not without spinning it.
Yeah,
Extension.
Yeah, you can
There's
look
enough
close.
room to
make it?
say around.
Oh, you can get
stick it,
plenty.
kind of.
Yeah, look behind. Go behind the 4 and look at it if you need. Oh, yeah, you can stick it.
Without double kissing?
Oh, yeah.
You ain't gonna double kiss?
No.
No. Okay.
No double kiss.
Good enough.
I still
You got a lot
find
of
that
room there,
amazing
bro.
that someone like Johnny Archer, one of the game's most decorated pool players, has to ask for an opinion when he's playing doubles. Incredible.
It's a team event. I kind of Archer.
You cut it too much.
Yeah, I did.
I think Jerry's got that one dead right. A chance here, though. Far from easy, but he knows the cue ball is going to be coming back down towards the 4. These are the kind you overcut. And he did. Willing.
That's exactly right.
Doesn't look like he can play this and miss the 5 as you see the overcut from Ralph again.
That's exactly the problem. Not only is he queuing over the 9, he's going straight into the 5. So the pot and positioning, so difficult on this shot.
That's right. All to do, right? That's good enough.
That's all he could do. He knew it. Archer looking at long distance on this 4, and the ball's going to go
5 in a 4 ball to leave the, which is why it tucked up onto that cushion. This is so tricky. Must keep still.
That's all right. Nice shot.
Hit it.
Can we get these mobiles turned off, please?
Come
Get
on,
them on
baby.
silent.
They were looking for a little bit of luck. We haven't left anything easy. Possibility of a bank into the side pocket. And if Niels doesn't like the bank shot here, then obviously it's going to be looking for somewhere to hide that cue ball.
15 seconds.
Oh,
You leave that ball or what?
It's up to you, buddy.
Yeah, I'll go for
he wanted the cue ball behind the 8. He also knew he was playing it in a way where the 6 was going to be coming to his aid. Effectively an insurance policy.
Good shot.
Oh, what a shot. Beautifully played billiard from Rodney Morris there. Knew he was bumping the 5 or the 4, sorry, over to the corner pocket.
Just kill it, like even if you're trying to go into it. Or
Watch it again.
But
Go
play the
into it a
speed,
little bit, no.
but play the speed to just leave it a foot away from each
Those
other.
are the kind of shots that can turn matches around in your
Don't worry
favor.
about the angle, just stay close. There you go, John. That's it. Perfect shot, brother. Sorry.
Shot, Rock. Way to hit it, buddy.
Thanks.
Way to hit it.
Thank you.
It was a better shot than it looked.
He does that, Rodney. Gets down, hits it, up he gets. Makes it look easy. When he's flowing, he makes it look so easy.
You're really hitting him, Abe.
Little smile from Archer. Be a bigger smile after that. 9 goes down. 3-2 still in favor of Europe. But Team USA, they're not ready to throw in the white towel just yet. Souquet on the right, Fayen on the left. You know they are in control of this match. They broke that one, but still, the break in hand to come. Here you see what's happened on day 3 and what's yet to come. Singles play following this doubles match, and it'll be singles play from here on in. Right now, Team USA is trying to stretch it into day 4. If they lost all 5 matches today, it would be over and out. And it would be a very one-sided victory for Team Europe. 11 points needed to win the Mosconi Cup. Archer. He'll delicately place that cue ball into the desired spot on the table. And 3-2 the deficit. Like having a big serve in tennis, Andy. Power with control.
Nothing?
Draw the one that cruel and at the worst possible time.
I don't know if you saw Johnny's reaction when he got back to Rodney. He wasn't happy whatsoever, and I can understand that. That looked like a great break. Nothing went down.
It's going to be a 2-3 combination after this.
Now, a lot of people, Jim, when they play these in their clubs, they overhit this. The idea is to hit the 2 and just basically leave it exactly where the object ball is. You overhit this, the 2 runs away from the pocket and makes the next shot more difficult.
The only thing Ralph has to guard against here is getting both balls into the pocket. Played nicely. Softly, leaving that 2 hanging right over the pocket. Niels will draw this off that side cushion, up for the 4 next. And you can see this is going to be just straight follow through. He'll want to leave a little angle from the 4 to the 5 just to get the cue ball off that side cushion. The 6 near the side pocket will be next.
Played through the touch of right hand side. There you go. Just to flick it over when it hits that cushion.
And the sequence, the pattern with which to remove these colors, already clearly in both players' minds.
Try to get over here.
Yeah. Go this way.
They're looking at how they're going to get from the 6 to the 7. That's the shot they're looking at. This 5 is easy. Drop it in automatically on the 6.
I can see him leaving an angle to come around the angles. Stay above the 6 here.
Well, he's not taking your advice. He's come under it to go upwards.
Well, looks like he's all right.
Check it out.
Well,
then again, he may be a little straight. The way Ralph was looking, he's just going to leave the cue ball there. Let Niels play the 7 into the top left. If he's got angle, he'd like to be able to run the cue ball down.
Which I think he has to play it in the green pocket if you're a snooker player. There you go. I think this will stun round off 2 cushions and take the 8 into the same pocket.
Looks
rack, if you like, is that the 9 ball stays exactly where it was when all the balls were split, and that's exactly where it still is.
It's a 4-2 lead. Europe in command, the overall score, and in command of this match. So much emotion waiting to be spilled out. And if you know the Mosconi Cup, been plenty as well. In the city of entertainment, pool's premier event graces center stage here. 8-4. Team Europe have come across the Atlantic like men on a mission, and they don't want to go back empty-handed. USA, on the other hand, a long way back.
Thank you, rack 7. Europe to break.
And we're in the throes of day 3.
If USA are going to win this, Jim, they need to win 7-2, including this match. Can you see that happening?
Andy, I can't. I think at 8-4, and the way that Europe is looking here to increase that lead, you have to fear the worst if you're a Team USA fan. Souquet winding it up, rack number 7, already 4-2 in front with his partner Niels Fine. Everything happening.
Saw Mike Massey sat in the audience earlier on, an absolute legend in the world of Mosconi Cup. Talking of legends, I've checked my tweets in the last break. Adam Foster wants to know, Andy, could you please ask Jim if he thinks the Pearl will ever make the USA team again?
Well, you can tell your mate that he wasn't a million miles from making the Mosconi Cup team this year, but Earl's 50 years plus now, Andy, and his best years are behind him, I think. A great player he was, a living legend. But I don't think you're going to see the Pearl wearing the USA colors again, the Mosconi Cup. Too many great young players coming up the ranks. The likes of Van Boning and Deschênes. They're the future of pool in the USA.
How good a player do you rate Elder Pearl? You've seen them.
One of the greats. I mean, Earl is one of the best players I've ever seen. I never saw Efren, in fairness, in his prime. I saw Efren win a world championship in Cardiff. But Strickland, when Strickland hit a gear, no one could live with him. A lot like Alex Higgins, very enigmatic, tremendously gifted and talented, but sometimes his own worst enemy. Beautifully controlled here. Ralph Souquet looking at the 5. Just needs to draw this back marginally if he wants to play the 6 into the side pocket.
I wonder if Chris Mellin is sat watching this thinking, you know, if we win the next one after this, got a good chance.
Melling, the rookie. Do you think he's wondering if he's going to be have the chance?
That's what I'm thinking. There he is. Look, he must be thinking.
You know he'd fancy it, Andy. I know Chris very well. He'd love to be the man comes out here and hits the last ball in the 2011 Mosconi Cup.
Great English pool player as well. World champion.
Brilliant English 8-ball champion.
And I'll tell you what, very much faster playing English pool than American pool. He takes his time around the bigger table.
And he's one of the futures of European pool, young Chris.
Rodney Morris can't even look at the table. I don't know if he's asleep over there or he's looking at the floor. He's not happy.
Well, nothing you can do except watch and admire what Team Europe has thrown USA's way here on day 3.
Another shot, Niels.
Look at that.
Just tremendous stuff. You run out of superlatives for the way these two are playing. They're making the game look easy. Now to the hill. 5-2. Fian and Suke. Archer and Rodney Morris in dire straits, to say the very least.
This is what we were talking about before. Fian and Suke need one more to get to 6, which will be 9-4. It's the race to 11. If Van der Berg could nick him on another one, Chris Mellin making his debut in this year's Mosconi Cup could be, I know it's a long way off, could be the man that would pop the winning ball to make Europe retain the title again. This was the 8 ball from Fian that was perfectly played, absolute perfect weight, which gave Ralph Suke the easiest of 9 balls.
Rack 8, USA to break, trailing by 5 racks to 2.
How comfortable Team Europe look in their chairs. Shoulders back, heads up, anticipation. And 5-2 in this match. One into the side. Legal break. Shot at the 2. A long way back, though, for the American boys.
Can you follow it, John? We missed the 4? Because it's going right here if you follow it. See it? Just come natural.
I don't know if I can miss it.
Well, Jim, you have to go back to 2008 in Malta, where Europe beat America 11-5.
Just smooth stroke it. Just come out.
Is that score under threat? Just the way things are going, I can't see the Americans nicking a match here. I really can't.
Well, if you're wondering, the worst defeat ever tasted by a team, back in 2002.
Told you couldn't miss the 4.
We were at the York Hall. There was no play Sunday that year. 12-1. USA hammered Team Europe.
What did you do with your day off in Bethnal Green?
Shopped in Islington. Another chance. Another chance. We've said it a number of times.
Look at the 7.
As quickly as Morris entered the arena, he'll be leaving as slowly the other end of the spectrum.
And after a shot like that, I think he'll be trying to lift the table up and hide under it. They're just checking where the 7 is at the moment, because there is the possibility, he's that double. There is the possibility if he under-hits position to the 7.
Extension.
He could snooker himself, or as Jim would say, snooker himself.
like the cameraman.
That's the problem. That's the only problem I can see with this.
I mean, you know.
You shoot the
I
3
guess from here. Yeah.
let's do it.
Two minds thinking as one. That's the secret of doubles play. Well, I don't know if that's what Ralph wanted.
What's he left?
Well, he may have left a 7-9 combination now.
Got no option other than to go for this. He didn't want to flick the 8. There's nothing else he can do. I'll be amazed if he doesn't take this on.
Well, where the cue ball is, he knows he can't get the white up close to the 7, so I agree. I think he's just going to bring it over, try and put it in line, play the 7-9 to win the match. Then again,
he's trying to come under it.
He did. He had angle. Do you
cut this in the corner, or do you cut it into the middle, Jim?
Side pocket.
Yeah.
Still position, not a formality to the 8.
Yeah, you're going away from the 8. This will come off 2 cushions, the top and the side.
That's the shot, Ralph.
Yeah.
That's the shot.
You'll see the celebration start real soon.
Wonderful shot. That was not by no means easy. That was just brilliant.
Team Europe on the precipice of a 5-point lead. Command performance from the Kaiser and the Terminator there. 6-2 they dispatch Johnny Archer and Rodney Morris. And they now stake Europe to a 9-4 lead over Team USA. A fantastic day 3 for Team Europe to this point.
Another point for the Europeans. Ralph Suke and Nils Fian. Johan over the moon as he's Mellin behind. Puts them retain. again. That is the order of play today, and very much like yesterday, but for the Americans, 3 matches, 3 wins for the Europeans, 2 singles matches to come. Vandenberg up next, and Chris Mellin will be the last match of this evening. I wonder if Chris Mellin will be playing for the Mosconi Cup. The boys are with me now. Niels, Ralph, congratulations, wonderful performance. You look so relaxed out there at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's because of all the hard teamwork, you know, of everybody scoring points in front of you before you go out there. I mean, that takes a lot of pressure off. And, yeah, we're just clicking really good. We got great team spirit. We got a great team. And we want to try and bring it home today. So,
how does the picking of the doubles work? Do you speak to Johan before and you say, I'd like to play with this guy, I'd like to play with that one, or what, Ralph?
No, basically we all leave it up to Johan. I mean, of course we have a word with him and see, but you know, when we had our little trainings camp a couple of days before, you know, we played with each other and, you know, figured out who's teaming up with the other guys the best, and Johan actually, you know, just picked and then eventually up.
I don't know if you look at the Americans when you're at the table and they're walking back to him, but Johnny Archer, who's been there, done it, seen it 7 times, slumping in his chair. Rodney Morris sometimes was looking at the carpet. Did you get the feeling at a match that you'd beaten them before you had done?
no, because they're a great couple, great doubles, of course. And, I mean, it can change so quickly. You know, Ralph and Darren were down 4-0. They won 6-4 that Thursday. So, I mean, you got to be so sharp. And we made a little mistake to make it 4-1, and it got 3-2. And then we pulled it back together, and we played really well. But we weren't. I never looked at them. We can't play against them. We just have to make the balls and get the 6.
The mistake now, Ralph, would be to take the foot off the pedal, wouldn't it?
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's not over until the fat lady sings, as the Americans used to say, and that's what we have to look at. I mean, we want to win the next 2 and finish it off today. And in order to do that, we really have to, you know, stay sharp and do the best we can. But we also know that it's going to be a long ride still, even though we have a quite comfortable lead now. But it is not over yet.
It's not over yet. It could be in 2 games' time. Now, a quick break for us, and then it's a singles match tonight, and I wonder if it will produce another magical Mosconi moment. Welcome back to day 3 of the 18th Mosconi Cup. I wonder if there'll be a day 4. There's 2 matches left, and if they both go the way of the European team, there won't be. Chris Mellin is the last man up this evening, but before that, it's Shane Van Boening and Nick Vandenberg.
And welcome back to the action. We are coming to you live from the MGM Grand, Las Vegas. Matchroom Sport proudly present the PartyPoker.net Mosconi Cup, coming to you live here on Sky Sports HD. A 30-second shot clock. Referee in charge of the action from California is Ken Schumann. We're into the singles. It's time to meet the players. Firstly, would you please welcome, representing Team USA, the South Dakota Kid, Shane Van Boening. And now, ladies and gentlemen, representing Team Europe, would you please welcome El Nino, Nick Vandenberg!
Anywhere, any place. No re-record. The only time it wouldn't is if you made it, but the break was not legal.
Well, you can hear Nick Vandenberg just getting a little education on the break format.
It's an illegal break and it spots.
No re-record.
No re-rec. No.
So you can, referee Ken Schumann making his debut in the Mosconi Cup. Good friend of ours, Jerry, isn't he, Kenny?
Good friend and a good man. A tremendous amount of experience. And Ken Schumann, he's a tournament director and one of the best referees around.
Nick Vandenberg on the right, Shane Van Boening on the left. The daunting task facing Team USA now. 9-4 they trail. They've got to beat Team Europe 7-1 from this point on to win the Mosconi Cup. Can't see it. Not in a month of Sundays.
Well, it's a tall order, but Pool matches are won 1 point at a time. Let's start with this one.
First rack.
Vandenberg wins the rack. You know, Jerry, common line you hear, always the toughest games to win, the first and the last. You can say in the Mosconi Cup, the biggest games to win, the first and the last. I think, in fact, the match Nick Vandenberg won yesterday against Johnny Archer
Illegal break.
is
USA
the biggest
has the choice.
to this point in the Mosconi Cup. It was the one that stopped Team USA. It was 4-4 at the point that Archer and Vandenberg came out. Team Europe haven't lost a match since.
That was a huge tide turner.
But an illegal break from Vandenberg, and in fact a dry one as well. And Van Boning with a nice positional effort to the 2. The best player on American soil, the South Dakota kid from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Has a little traffic to clear, but he's got a nice gap here for the cue ball to slide through to go back out to the center of the table for the 3 ball.
You know, we've got a lot of cowboys in town for the National Rodeo Finals, and I knew that Shane was from South Dakota. I figured there'd be a few cowboys in that part of the world. I asked him, I said, are you much of a country and western fan? He said, not at all.
Yeah, I grew up in the American South and just never cared for country music.
Nice shot from Shane there. Beautifully controlled. You'll just have a look. The 5 does go by the 6 into the corner pocket.
Yeah, Shane wants to win this match. He wants to win it big. He wants to send a statement out there. This is no time for a double hill match for Team America. Well, I believe he's got a full pocket. That 6 ball may just shade the goal. It shades more than just an edge. That's perhaps 20% of the pocket that's gone. Nevertheless.
Nicely played. Shane looking very calm, controlled. Mind you, when doesn't he look in control of his nerves?
Yeah, you'll never see this fella get excited.
Tremendous self-belief.
And why shouldn't he? He's won just about everything out there.
He's seen his team lose the last 5 matches. He knows he's got to stop the rot here.
Well, he's certainly off to a good start.
Yeah, and against Nick Vandenberg's break as well, Jerry. So
big advantage for Shane because now he'll come to the table with the break. If he can get a break in clearance, he'll be well on his way to accomplishing his personal goal.
Feathers it into the side pocket. Takes the first rack. A subdued applause from all the Americans here. They know the task that faces Team USA. A daunting one, to say the very least.
There you see the order of play. Thus far today, it's been all Team Europe. A lot of blue on the board, but right now, Shane Van Boning has a 1-0 lead over Nick Vandenberg, who, let's not forget, defeated Johnny Archer yesterday in the match that started it all off for Team Europe. They have now won 5 points on the trot.
Yes, it was the 4th match yesterday Vandenberg dispatched Archer. It was all red on day 2 until Vandenberg came out. Here it's all blue. A lot less pressure on Nick Vandenberg than there was yesterday.
Lead 1-0.
A man no stranger to big-time pool pressure is Shane Van Boning.
Yeah, but he's been struggling with his break shot all week long. That time, the 1 ball deposits properly. Let's see if he can line up on the 2.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. And look where that 3 ball lays, Jim.
3-9 combination, Jerry. You're going to see this game end in a hurry. Shane already eyeing it up. He's got to play the 2 into the bottom left and hold for a 3-9 combination.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Shane. Make the 2-ball first. Well, this is going to be a quick one.
Dead center of the pocket. Just the sort of start that Team USA was looking for. 2-0.
That'll lift some American spirits.
They need a reason to try and show a little bit of applause, don't they? Get things going, get the adrenaline flowing here today.
There you see it. That 3-ball contacted the perfect contact point on the 9-ball. Quite a precise shot from young Mr. Van Boning.
2-0. The race to 6. Each match a race to 6 for that vital point. And the overall winner, race to 11. First to 11 points. Europe, the defending champions, won the crown last year at York Hall in Bethnal Green, East End of London. 11-8 the final score was there. Team USA will do well to narrow the margin to even that.
Yeah, well, as you well know, Jim, for the first dozen years of this event, it was an American showcase. For the last few years, it's been just the opposite. Team Europe has really shown.
Good break from Nick. Got a shot at the 1. Everything's in the open. 2 balls down off the break.
Vandenberg has a fairly simple pattern to get through this rack.
Vandenberg, sorry, Jerry. I was just going to say Vandenberg as well as his countryman Niels Fyen, one of the later choices for Matchroom Sport, making their way onto the Mosconi Cup. There were so many variables, and we've already said that their countryman Huji C, World 9-ball champion, not on the team. Mika Immonen, Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, 2-time U.S. Open champion, not on the team. How strong is this Team Europe?
Extremely strong, and when you think about it, it's fairly amazing that a country as small as the Netherlands has 3 great players to pick from. Vandenberg eyeing up the rest of the simple pattern on this table. Used all of the pocket, but in it went.
Draw this back a little, just get a little closer to the 9. Still play it into the bottom corner. Important for Nick to hold serve now, and he knew it.
Vandenberg puts his first point on the board for the match, trailing 1-2. And Van Boning relaxing for the next rack.
Shane will be settling in, as he so often does. In many people's minds, he is the best player, best American player, and Nick Vandenberg knew that when he came into this match. Two players that never really show the pressure out there. but they want to be celebrating after this one, that's for sure.
Rack 4, USA breaking, leading 2-1.
Fourth rack, 2-1, Van Boning's lead.
Well, I think Van Boning has the measure of the break now. That one ball going right into the heart of the side pocket. And if the two ball doesn't overroll, he'll have a shot into the corner.
Yeah, I think he does, Jerry. I think he's really got the controls in his hand with regards to the break in this match. He's got an angle to just feather this over for the 3 to the same pocket. Just play the cue ball over towards the 8. 9's a bit of a danger ball. He just has to avoid contacting that.
Yeah, he wants no collisions here.
Yeah, he's got a couple choices, and that's what he's looking at. He could follow this through as well. It looks like the angle, he may come to the bottom cushion around the 3. This is just personal preference.
Yeah, you rarely see Van Boning get down on a shot and then get back up.
He went with option B.
He gave us a bit of a grimace there. He's not terribly happy with his shape.
Well, the 4 is a problem ball. He knew he needed angle on that. Isn't available to either top corner. And with angle at a premium on this 3, if he's going to attack that 4, Jerry, he may have to play a combination.
Extension.
And you can see he's got no angle on the 3 at all.
No, it looks like the only choice he has is to try and really put a super draw on this ball.
He's trying to get back right behind it, spinning it. Dangerous.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy with this outcome. He's played a safety on himself. And for Vandenberg, well, that's a Dutch treat.
You know why he was shaking his head on the 3 now. He'll be trying to kick this off the side cushion, put distance between the cue ball and the 4. And there's the chance Nick Vandenberg was waiting for. A lot of negative body language as Shane makes that lonely walk back to the chair.
Extension.
Yep.
Extension.
I like the way that Vandenberg here is walking around the table, taking a look at the shot from all angles. Here's another look at that shot that got Van Boning in trouble.
Good shot there. Good shot. That was really the shot of this rack.
No nerves at all from this man. He has really been in fine form since that Archer match yesterday.
Good point, Jerry. And you know something? Day 1, I went on record as saying I thought that Vandenberg was the weak link on Team Europe. Don't know if I'd be saying that anymore.
Well, in all honesty, on day 1, he didn't look anywhere near this form. But he sure looks sharp now.
Every one of the European team were there to applaud his effort against Archer yesterday. Such a big match that was. Slightly overhit this. Nick's a tall guy, but he may still have to use the rake. He runs to get his extension. He'll push this on the back end of his cue. He'll be able to reach this without the rake. A lot of these top players have these push-on extensions now. Johnny Archer most notably. The rake, an Achilles heel of many top pool pros. I think they take a lesson from any snooker player.
Wow. Great position shot using that extension, because the extension adds weight to the cue, so the player has to adjust for that on their speed.
Again, a nice shot. And this is going to be 2-2. Confirmed. The race to 6 motors on here from the MGM Grand. It's 2 apiece, but 9-4 Europe in command. Lots more pool action coming your way. Stay with us. The order of play, day 3. It's a grim day for Team USA. Not a good day to be an American fan. 9-4 the overall score. We're finally poised here, 2-2 in singles action. Nick Vandenberg, Shane Van, Mike Deshane, Chris Melling. But what a day it has been for Team Europe. They closed out day 2 with all the momentum and the initiative. They took it right into day 3, Jerry.
They certainly did. That momentum just...
And that he brought side. He's looking to get that 1. This is a cut break. These players have adopted from the side of the table, trying to get that 1 into the side pocket. It's about a half ball hit into that 1 from here. Oh, he just overdid that one.
Watch out for the cube. Nope, it's not going to scratch.
And a dry break. Missed the 1 into the side, but that's the main reason these players have been breaking from the side.
But, you know, this is the sort of thing that's been happening all day. Even when America gets to come to the table, they don't have a shot.
Yeah, just that little element of luck involved in 9-ball, and when you get Lady Luck on your side,
yeah, well,
she's quite a dance partner, isn't she?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, for America this week, named
that one just got written down. Tough safety here. Well, it's gone awry. Another chance for Vandenberg. He can get this one. That was a tough go, and Shane knew.
Expected to hang into the 8-ball.
And you know, Jerry, the one problem ball, as Shane looks on the table and kind of mutters to himself, excuse me, is the, well, there's some, no prizes for guessing who they're supporting, is the 4 ball, the pink 4 ball at the top of the table. It looks like Nick is going to be dislodging that 4 in knocking this 1 in, and that 4 is really the only ball that's in a awkward position. Well, he's definitely dislodged the 4, but I think he'd have liked better position on the 2. Cut that 4 a little thicker than he intended.
Yeah, he's left himself a tester here.
Yeah, he's got to play this 2 into the bottom right corner. That's where he's looking now. It affords better position, but the shot is tougher.
This is very, very missable.
Don't like the way he played that, Jerry. I would have thought he would have drawn that cue ball across the table to play the 3 into the corner. The way he's played it, maybe he thought the cue ball would hit the 3, but he still doesn't really have anything on the 3 here.
Well, if he hits it with pocket speed, he could roll it into the side pocket.
What a shot. What a shot. What a shot from Nick Vandenberg. There was no rolling it into the side. In the hat, the black hat, European captain, Niels Fine just below him.
does not want this ball to fall.
Not a very good effort there.
Yeah, he didn't want that either. He's trying to play safe.
Yeah, he tried to draw that. He just didn't hit that with any conviction. Kind of quit halfway through the stroke here.
Van Boning's going to have to make the most of this opportunity. America can't let. Don't be straight.
You know, a player like Shane Van Boning. He's played over 20 matches in Mosconi Cups, and he's got a losing record. Anytime you say something like that, you know it hasn't been a good story for Team USA over the last 4 or 5 years, has it?
Yeah, and with Van Boning, I say that that's due to pressure, because I'm not sure this fella feels pressure, but apparently this Mosconi Cup gets on top of anyone who plays in it.
It's humbled legends, the Mosconi Cup. I remember Jim Rempe missing a shot. I wanted to. Beautifully controlled onto the 9. Shane hopes a few more 9s like that welcome him to the table. 3-2, Team USA. Morris trying to lead the charge. Johnny Archer just out there as well. Every one of them behind Shane right now.
Van Boning not getting excited yet. He stays very, very calm. Not one to count his chickens before they hatch.
Been sold out weeks in advance, this year's Mosconi Cup. Tickets at a premium, and they have been treated to some superlative pool, as they would expect. There's Darren Appleton.
Rack 6, USA breaking, leading 3-2.
That must be the mascot.
Shane Van Boning breaking 3-2 his lead. The cut break again. Didn't get the one on the side, but he did get the wing ball. And to keep it a legal break, 3 balls have to pass the head string. The ball pocketed counts as a ball having passed the head string. So a legal break for Van Boning. Both 1, 2, and 5 make their way past that head string.
Yeah, but no easy layout here for Van Boning. We've seen road maps in days previous, but this one's a toughie.
Got it. Off the side point. Smiles up at the American team.
Actually, not many people play that shot that way, but Shane really pulled it off.
Grudge. To smile about here on day 3.
Van Boning again with a grimace, not happy with his shape, but he should be able to make this work.
It was even a rough night for Team USA.
Yes. Five ball obeys. Shane should be able to point.
This is going to get Shane into a 4-2 lead in the race to 6.
Well, it looks like it's up to Shane Van Boning to change the momentum of the Mosconi Cup this year. He can do that with a win here. And his entire team is counting on his powerful shoulders to pull them through.
Well, you know, Team Europe, they won the last two yesterday. If Team USA can win the last two today, at least they can carry that momentum into day 4. You know, that's the sort of attitude they have to have. They did it. We can do it too. Yeah, I know we've got Mike Massey in the crowd, and Mike Massey, an old Mosconi Cupper himself, played in the 1995-1996 Mosconi Cup. And he's watching things. You would think the European mascot's the British Bulldog.
Well, I believe that's the little bulldog that Sam Dieck carries from event to event. I'm looking for her in the crowd. Haven't seen her as yet.
Well, I'd wager that the European side, they've been out and probably enjoying some of the... But (4-2), Shane Van Boning's lead. Looks like a useful break, though.
More than useful. 1 and 2 near one another. That's a handy start. Take a look at the way these balls form up here. 9 ball headed toward a corner pocket, but was never really close.
You know, Jerry, I went into the European dressing room the other day and looked at all the food on the table. It was all health food. Like energy drink. I'm going. Already did, Rory. Just mispronounced it.
I cannot find a problem here. This is virtually a stop shot out.
Well, we got the history lesson from Jay Helfert. Oh, that's...
Oh.
Massive from Nick. I was just about to reiterate what our colleague Jay Helfert had said about Cosmo. Old vaudeville actor. Used to do an exhibition with stop shots. That's how Cosmo came to be.
Yeah.
Extension.
Calling for the extension. And this is a big hit.
I hope that Jay told you that Tom Cosmo did that little stop shot run out while balanced on a ball. He would be standing on a ball that he rolled around the table. A big foul. Big plastic
no
ball.
legal contact.
Well, right now, Edinburgh feels like this is one you're going to be able to chalk up to Team USA very shortly. And Van Boning called on to right the ship.
Yeah, it's Shane back to the table. He'll let the cue ball just float down table a little bit for the 9. And he will be on the hill.
Van Boning eyeing up the 9. For a 2. Misses have come at a premium here for Team USA. But in past Mosconi Cups, There have been a few misses on the European side. Oh no, he's misjudged it. Would you believe it?
Oh, and Europe is stunned. And you have to believe that a flame of hope has been lit in America's heart. Mika and Johan cannot believe what has happened, and the shot clock is ticking, and Immonen has no extensions. He's got to play.
He's missed it. But how's the speed? He needs it up and away from that pocket. He's missed it. It was never going to be easy, and it still isn't.
Thank you.
Double kiss, and he's left the.
That shot can be made.
Watch the cue ball. Oh, they've kept their hopes alive. What a reversal of fortune. Coming to you from the corner of and Las Vegas Boulevard, it's the MGM Grand, our 5th stop at this prestigious venue.
Thank you. This is rack
Team
number
USA
8.
versus
USA
Team Europe.
breaking.
Pool's version of the Ryder Cup.
2.
And right now, Team USA in big time trouble. 9-4, they trail the overall score, but Van Boening looking to steady things here. He leads 5-2 over Nick Vandenberg. A chance to seal the deal with one more rack win.
Van Boening, America's shining hope at the moment, showing the strength we've always known he's had. There you see the break shot once again, and this table doesn't unfold very cleanly. This one ball's tough.
Yeah, he's looking to just feather this and get that cue ball in behind the 2. The 2 and down table.
Well, he's played a very good safety. Van Boening will have no choice but to kick at this ball, no doubt off the head rail.
Between the 2 and the cushion, it looks like.
Wow, I don't.
How well did he judge that?
So that's why he goes that way. What a shot from Van Boening. Rodney Morris and Johnny Archer, they're happy about it.
Anything with which to build a little bit of positive momentum. That's quest straight. How about the outfits of those 2 guys next to Rodney Morris? Takes a lot of nerve to sit beside him. Pretty good effort from Nick Vandenberg, but he's left a chance at the 1. They have to play this off the cushion.
Yeah, well, we'll know in just a moment from the cue. Going cushion first. Van Boening very good at these shots. But he's left himself another tough one, Jim.
I think he can see enough of this too, though, to be able to make it into the corner. But yeah.
This too.
Gonna have to be a little in rolling this in. Looks like the natural path of the cue ball, if he overhits it, May duck behind the 5.
Yeah, actually, he's got to get past that 5 so that he doesn't risk a scratch into the side pocket when he plays on the 3.
That's actually the 4. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. But he'd have been snookered behind the 4 anyway. Getting only the speed stopped that 2 from going down. Softer, that would have dropped. Every chance now for Nick to force at least another rack in this match.
Well, no huge problems out there at all. Van Boning had to play the 2 tough shots, and Vandenberg comes to the roadmap, but that's
well.
Easy enough to get shape on the 6. Just has to make certain he doesn't run into it on his way there.
Extension, please.
Yeah, the natural angle after it contacts the 5, cue ball's just got.
Needs to come around it, but he ran into it, and now he's got a bit of a tough shot. I don't know if I think the 8 ball blocks at least part of that side pocket.
Well, he's looking at a possible combination, is he? 6 into the 8 to try and make the 8 into the side.
Pretty tall order. This quite, 3 or 4 inches, but more than that. Shot than it.
All and Nick Vandenberg was willing to take the gamble. I suppose a shot like that a lot easier to take when you know your team's 9-4 in front.
Yeah, he didn't take a whole lot of time. Vandenberg really has been impressive the last couple of days.
Needs this to slow down. You can hear a pin drop out there in the arena. Fans have come from as far away as Brazil to watch this Mosconi Cup.
This to edge. By a mark. But he with Van Boning on the hill.
Good shot on the 9, and that score confirmed now. Vandenberg still in the hunt. Johan Rushing and countryman and teammate Niels Fine offered in their support to Nick.
Yeah, and this year America can never count Europe out. They've had some handsome leads on Europe only to see them evaporate into losses.
Shane knows he's to try match at least one more time. Well, that one has not been going into the side until now. That's the target ball, though. That's why they break from that side cushion. And I think he's got a shot at the 2.
Yeah, it's a narrow gap there, but I do believe he's got it. Oh, not as narrow. I thought he was a whole lot closer to that 4. A little bit of bottom left to bring him back out to the center of the table for the 3 ball.
Yeah, the last thing Shane Van Boening wanted was this match to tighten up, because the pressure really is on Team USA. He'll have to try and kill this. Pocket is a little bit more concerned looking on Shane's face, and I'm sure on Johnny Archer's as well.
Vandenberg keeping everything under control.
Rodney Morris and Sean Putnam.
Extension.
Key shot in this rack. Position from the 5 to the 6. If he gets to the 6, Jerry, you'll have to feel the hard work has been done.
Needs to be off the cushion. That'll work.
You know, historical. The 6 matches played. The year before, they won 3-2 of the 5 matches played. So in recent times, Day 3 has been very kind to Team Europe. And this Day 3 is going to prove no different.
All about. You guys stay with us. We'll be right back. And in Las Vegas,
This is
lots of action
10.
here.
USA is breaking.
Shane Van Boening about to break us off.
Key moment right now for Team USA. Van Boening does not want to lose this rack and let Nick Vandenberg break for the match. So he's got to make hay while the sun shines. Cue ball.
Almost goes home, but does not.
It's a dry break. Nothing down. This match has turned on Shane, hasn't it? Like a rabid dog.
Nastily, and he's leaving shots. I mean, that's just bad luck, but it's happening a lot.
Still far from home and dry in this particular rack. A difficult one.
There you see 2 gentlemen dressed in the new Las Vegas police uniforms. They feel it fits, lets them blend into the crowd a little bit better than the old ones. Vandenberg, Jim, he's got a pattern to get through this rack.
Yeah, this might be the toughest shot he's going to face right here. Oh, what a stroke. What a shot from Nick Vandenberg there. Boy, it helps to be tall, but still to be able to deliver the cue that accurately when you're bridging right over a ball. can't say enough about that shot. He's got the angle. Nice angle on the 3. The 4 is on the other side of the table. 5 right over the side pocket. That great shot on the 1 has just laid the foundation and put this rack at Nick's mercy.
All he has to do now is stay within himself. It's hard to believe that we could be going to the hill now after that huge lead that Van Boning had earlier.
Yeah, as Team Europe look on anxiously. (5-2). Van Boning led at one stage, and with the alternating break format, you don't often see leads like that overhauled. Vandenberg had to win the last 4 racks. Well, if he gets the remaining balls here, he'll have done 3/4 of the work.
Got to give it to this young man. He has no give up in him at all. Wow. Van Boning, his heart has to be just sinking.
Along with the other American players as they watch this.
He can't believe it. Look at this. This is not the type of thing that Van Boning is used to. He's used to winning easily.
Jerry, it's not the type of thing we're used to seeing when Shane Van Boning has been playing. This is very uncharacteristic, but what a performance from Nick Vandenberg. And what a performance in this one. Double hill, 5-5. Vandenberg with the break in the last. A chance to get Team Europe to the hill. Tremendous excitement, anticipation of what yet to come. And all of a sudden, the European fans have found their voices here in this match.
Vandenberg has found new determination. He really thought he was out of it.
Biggest rack Team USA is going to play to this point in the Mosconi Cup. Coming right here, and they know it.
Hard to keep your spirits up when things like this happen.
Well, I think Nick has just let our technical crew know that his microphone has slipped down. I think the box that's attached to the back of the belt has just come loose.
Yeah, he's coming back now, taking a look over the rack.
Well, now Johan Ruschink and everybody else here knows this match could be out of Shane Van Boning's control. Watch for a ball down.
Yeah, and for the American team, they hope that ball that goes down is the white one.
Nothing down. A dry break at the most inopportune moment for Team Europe. Drama.
Jim, Van Boning's arm is now cold. He's been sitting in that chair for quite a while, and he's got to face this shot to get going.
Extension, please.
Tell you what, this shot looks tough from the commentary box, Jerry. Can't imagine what it looks like from Shane Van Boning's eyes. as talented a player as he is. Steady, rock steady nerve, and look at them. What a shot from Shane Van Boening. Not a hair in his head moved there. Dead still. Gut check time. Passed with flying colors.
Just has to move the cue ball back to the other side of the table for the 4-ball. No challenge for this man.
Spinning the cue ball. Looks like all he has to do is punch this 4 in. He'll leave himself an angle on the 5, the 6, the top end of the table as we look.
America should own this point.
And he's perfect. And Nick Vandenberg knows it as well. Game effort. Looks to fall short at the last hurdle. Wow, he's mishit this big time. What an error in judgment from Van Boening. It was almost disaster. He shakes his head. Look at Nick. That cue ball so close to the corner pocket. Well, he better recompose himself. Shane may even need a change of clothes. Be sweating bullets out there.
Doesn't have quite the angle he wanted, but he should be able to punch this ball back out for the 9-ball.
What a shot. What an effort.
This to give America their first point of the day.
Crunch time for Shane Van Boening. Look at that. Mark that one down. You'll never see emotion like that from Van Boening. A vital point. Team USA needed it. Shane Van Boening delivered it. 6-5 to stay on course. Still to come, Mike Duchesne versus Chris Melling. Singles play, the order of the day as we close out day 3.
Welcome back to day 3 of the Mosconi Cup, and that means there will be a day 4. Team USA desperately needed a point today, and that, would you believe, is their first one of it. Defending champions Europe have done so well. They won throughout the first 3, as we've just seen. Van Boening nicking it. Vandenberg was 5-2 down. He came back to 5-0. 6-5 Van Boening won it, which means we have one match left against the debutants. Mike Duchesne against Chris Mellin. It's 5-9 to defending champions Europe. They need just 2 more points to become Mosconi Cup champions again.
Thank you and welcome back to the action. It's coming to you live from the MGM Grand, Las Vegas. Matchroom Sport proudly present the PartyPoker.net Mosconi Cup. And a very warm welcome to our viewers joining us live here on Sky Sports HD. 30-second shot clock. Referee in charge of the action is Mr. Ken Schumann. And now it's time to get the action underway. Would you please welcome into our singles match, firstly, and representing Team USA, it's Mike Duchesne. And now, ladies and gentlemen, representing Team Europe, would you please welcome Q-Boy Chris Melly!
It's the battle of the rookies. These were the men who had the most to prove this year. People had expected them to be a little bit weak because of their first appearance in this event, but these boys have played strong.
Well, Jerry, from my point of view, my vantage point, USA's got one foot in the grave here. This is another must-win match. To even have a glimmer of hope tomorrow, Deshane must win this match.
Well, nobody knows that better than Mike.
He's pretty confident. I was talking to him outside. He wants to play. He's raring to go.
Yeah, he's an aggressive, confident player.
I think this is a pretty even matchup between these two.
I agree. Deshane has the flag, and will be breaking off first for us. Take a brief look at the rack.
6 racks, first rack USA to break.
Once again, Team Europe is leading the Mosconi Cup 9-5. They need to win 2 more matches to secure the cup. This is the last match of the day.
It's been quite an evening of pool.
Just a reminder, everybody out there, we will kick off tomorrow, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. UK time.
There are 3 balls down, so that's a legal break, even though nothing went past the head string.
See, if that 3 ball even broke the head string, it would be legal. It just has to go across the head string, just part of the ball.
Well, the base of the ball has to go across it.
No, I think it's the way they made the rule this year. I think they said just if any part of the ball crosses a head string, it counts.
Oh, well, that's different.
Yeah, in years past it was the base of the ball, the whole ball. Well, be careful here. This is a pretty good shot. Nice speed control there on that draw. It's a little harder to control the cue ball when you're drawing it than when you're going forward.
He can hit this with a nice, comfortable, confident stroke.
And he did.
Certainly doesn't take a lot of time. I like his pace.
Neither one of these guys takes much time. We're probably going to see a pretty fast match here. To be young and fearless, Jerry. Can you remember those days?
My memory's not that good, Jay.
Nor mine.
And Deshane puts up the first point on the American side of the board. The crowd showing their appreciation for this young man's effort. It's Chris Melling's turn next. There you see the day that we've had today has been mostly Europe. They won the first 3 of our matchups. Shane Van Boening, though, came back and gave America some life with a 6-5 beating of Nick Vandenberg. And right now, Deshane in a narrow lead over Chris Melling. America, can they come back?
Shane showed a lot of heart in that last match, Jerry.
Second rack.
Probably
Europe
the best
to break,
he's played all
trailing
week.
by 1 rack to 0.
Going to break. Ball down, legal break. Will he have a shot at the 2? Yes.
Yes, he does.
The 2 in the side.
Yeah, and it gives him a natural 3-rail path for shape onto the 3. You see the 1 ball disappear. Here we go. 3 rails, and he'll be in perfect line with the 3 ball. Now's the toughest shot of the rack. He has to get shape on that 5 ball.
A little left English here. Just like that.
Watch outside pocket. Wow.
Flirted with disaster there.
Bridging over the pocket makes this a bit tougher. You'd never know it from that result. We've been here for only, seems like 4 minutes, and we're about to complete the second rack. Yeah, don't leave the tellies. You're liable to miss this match if you're gone for long. And Chris Melling ties us up. It's 1-1 now in our race to 6 in Las Vegas. The action continues. It's early days in this match between Mike Deshane and Chris Melling. So far, they've done nothing more than trade blows. And it is Deshane's chance to show his stuff once again.
Team USA has got their backs firmly against the wall. Absolutely a must-win match. That break didn't look too good, Jerry. It looks like he just didn't hit it good.
I saw nothing go down. Boy, that table is ugly. Everything's down on this end of the table.
He just didn't get a good hit on the balls.
Yeah, I don't think he hit it solid. You can see his reaction to it. Just when you need a good break. That corner pocket is well covered. So Melling's going to have to go for a combo. Whoa, he tried to slide past that ball. There just was not room.
He was shooting at a half a pocket, and they're already small.
Yeah, he was trying to squeeze where there was no space.
Mike's got to play us safe here, but he's got a couple good ones he can play. He can hide that cue ball behind the 2. And he did it. He did it. That'll work.
Now Michaela will have to watch the hit here. Make certain that it's the 1 ball that gets contacted first and not the 6.
You notice the 1 is now tied up against the 6.
He's looking to see if that's a dead combination, but I don't see it.
Extension.
We're going to see a little elevation now. The art of the jump cue. Call the RAF. Here comes Chris Melling. Nice hit. Nice hit.
Not a bad result. He's left a shot, but certainly nothing easy.
He's satisfied.
There's another look at that jump shot.
Extension.
He had hoped that perhaps the 6 would contact the 4 and send it in, but that did not happen.
This rack is still a mess for Mike Deshane.
I believe he's got a block.
Another well-executed safety. You can't jump and hit this one.
No, if he can't catch an edge, well, he must be able to catch an edge, because he is not kicking.
This will work. Pretty effective reply there.
Distance and interference.
Mike's got an edge, but with this kind of distance between the cue ball and the one ball, it's going to be very hard for him to play a good safety.
He would like to just feather the edge of this one ball, unless he has another plan in mind. But, well, he hit that one too thick.
That's the problem from that distance.
And he didn't quite get the roll. He needed another half roll out of that cue ball.
This is still not an easy rack. A lot of traffic to negotiate.
Have to give it to these two rookies. You don't see any trace of nervousness on them. Hands aren't shaking. Eyes are steady. And now, because of the order of the balls and the way they sit, everything's got a pocket.
Any shot here that might be a delicate one. It's getting from the 6 to the 7 that are very close together, and it's going to be all about playing good position from the 5 to the 6.
First he's got to get past the 8. No, he's going to stop short of it. That's good. Is he too straight in now to come back up table for the 6?
He's going to have to force his cue ball a little bit here. See, he's loading up to hit it hard. That didn't get there.
He'll have to play a bank now. And frankly, banks are not Melling's strongest suit, but he's certainly competent at them. He wanted to bring that cue ball back another 3 inches so he could play the 6 in the same corner that he had just played the 5.
Exactly. Position fell short.
So he's going to go safe.
Yep.
And he's done well.
Mike can see the edge of the 6 ball. This game's had its share of safeties. Here comes one more. The edge of the 6. Be careful, Mike.
Needs the 8 ball.
He was a little fortunate there. That 6 stuck its nose out, but fortunately for Mike, the 8's in the way.
Well, someone at some point will get that first opportunity. Is this it? Can he cut the 6 into the side pocket?
Boy, this is tough here.
Carried him on the 7. Great shot from Deshane. Took what the table would give him and made the most of it.
He showed a lot of heart on that shot, Jerry.
He sure did. He'll be shooting this into the top right corner pocket.
Nice camera work there. I like that angle. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Mike Deshane doing all that his team could ask of him. Certainly one of the strongest members of the American squad this year. He now leads this match 2-1. But remember, it's a race to 6. We've got a long way to go yet.
All his teammates sitting right there, pulling hard for Mike. They know if they're going to have any chance in the Mosconi Cup, Deshane must win this match.
Here's the history of the day. Early in the evening, it was all Team Europe. 3 matches on the trot after winning the last 2 yesterday. That means 5 matches in a row to Europe. Then Van Boning shot some hope back into the American heart with a 6-5 win over Nick Vandenberg. Mike DeShane wants to continue that trend.
Europe to break, trailing by 2 racks to 1.
Ball's going down.
It is a legal break, but the 2-ball couldn't be much uglier than this.
The 2 might have a little window.
You think it passes that 6?
Between the 4 and 6, let's see. I think
it
goes.
Sure does.
I
to
think
me,
it goes.
I thought he was totally hidden. Now,
you got to move fast to keep up with these 2 guys.
Yeah, well, this table now greets Melling with open arms.
He's going to have to go 3 rails here for position. 1.
Oh,
wait a second.
An unexpected miss. And I was just about to say that thus far, neither player has been able to break the other one's serve. This is DeShane's opportunity to do just that. Just a little bit of a loss of focus. He took that shot for granted. They only missed the easy ones, Jay.
Tough little this is not an easy one here. This is a tough cut shot on this 4-ball.
So he'll make it. It's tough.
No, he did not.
No, he won't.
No, he did not. No, he did not. He gave it right back.
Hit this ball way too thin. He razor cut that ball. Never even got close to the face of the pocket. And turns the table right back over to Chris Melling.
Chris Melling says, "Thank you very much. I'll take this game."
Chris Melling about to clean up the rest of this table to bring us up to a 2-2 tie. Jay, I think this one's going to be tight throughout. I don't see either man running away from the other one. Melling knocks us up at 2, and it's a race to 6.
Oh, he just broke his cue. He's just snapped his cue. We've got a feeling it might come.
We'd like to hear from you. We'd like to hear from you.
One of the many, many memories from the Mosconi Cup.
Not one of Earl's best moments.
Well, always the showman, Earl Strickland.
2 games apiece. Mike's got to come up with a better break than he did last time. He mishit the balls. Hit those solid. He made a ball. He's going to have a shot at the 1. It's a legal break.
2-ball is a problem. 1 ball will go very easily, but boy, getting shape on that 2 to find a hole for it. He's got to come all the way back down to this end of the table. Yeah, and he's straight in, it seems like.
He's got to find a way to get below this 2-ball. That's why he's scratching his head.
If he's as straight as it looks to us, he's going to have to draw this ball all the way back down table.
Boy, it's going to take a big stroke here.
There's your big stroke. Did he overcook it? He overdrew that ball.
I don't think he's got a pocket here.
Well,
look at this stroke.
He really put a lot of juice on that thing. But now his only choices are a tough slice back into the side pocket or an even tougher 2-8 combination. Tried to slice it.
He missed that one badly, Jerry.
Yeah, but he left it well.
Left a lot of distance for Melling.
Man, Melling's on the rail. He's only got a third of the cue ball with which to work.
Might kind of look like he rushed that last shot.
Mike looks like he rushes every shot, doesn't he?
Long, difficult cut shot on this 2-ball. But if he could find a way to roll it in, he will have shape on the 3. He's going for it. This looks good.
Oh, boy, what a way to roll the ball in, huh? DeShane resigned himself to this now. Melling will continue through this rack. Take another look at that fantastic shot, and now you'll see what DeShane thought of it. Good shot, he said, and then settled back into disgust.
Does the 7-ball pass the 9?
I'm trying to figure that out, and yeah, he apparently not, because you see with his Q-tip where he wants this cue ball to wind up, and I don't see how he gets there. I think the best thing is for him to just try and get below it.
I think he's going 3 rails. See, a lot of right English here. Watch this one. This might work. This might work.
Not if he's frozen. Oh, just barely enough space.
Referee Michaela Tabb retrieves the bridge.
Piece of equipment with which Melling is quite comfortable.
Wow, he was fortunate there. He almost lost the cue ball. Instead, he got perfect position. This rack is his.
Chris Melling edges out now. 3-2 lead. Chris Melling over Mike DeShane in Las Vegas. It's been Europe's day mostly today. They certainly owned the early part of the evening before Shane Van Boening came back and rescued one for Team America. But Chris Melling is in the lead here against Mike DeShane, 2-3.
Kind of a blue day for Team USA.
Yeah, well, worse for Team USA. It's Melling's break. By the way, Jay, the very last time that 2 rookies met in singles competition in a Mosconi Cup was 4 years ago when Shane Van Boening defeated Konstantin Stepanov 6-4.
Illegal break, control passes.
I remember that match.
Of course you do. I think you lost the bet.
Probably.
8-ball down, 9-ball knows its fate already. And this will put Team Europe on the hill. Team Europe is on the hill now, 5-2 over Mike DeShane.
Needs one comes down, and
the team only needs one more point, this one, to be on the hill in the Mosconi Cup as a whole. Wow. Never expected this type of situation. Look at this shot. There's bank one. Comes off the second rail to go in.
And then he fires in the 6-ball.
Yeah.
Well, that 2-rail bank is always there, Jerry. If you shoot short on the first rail, it's got to go towards that second side pocket.
To break, leading by 5 racks to 2.
Could this be the last break of the match? There goes the 1 ball. Guess what? He's got a bank cross side on the 2. You know he's going to shoot this one.
Yeah. Although, I think the smarter play is the safety.
Oh.
And so does he.
You called it. A good safety it is. You know, Jerry, the difference in this match, Chris has played better safeties. And he's escaped from Mike Deschain's safeties. That's an excellently played shot.
Yes, it is. And I have to agree with you, Jay.
I mean, that's a small area he put that cue ball in.
Extension.
Deschain wants a little longer to study this one.
Well, he's going to have to kick 1 to 2 rails off that side rail to his left. See where he's aiming? That's the only way he can go. He's just got to hope to get lucky here.
Well, he's obviously got the distance. Does he have a blocker as well? That's the question. I don't think there's any gaps there for... Nope, no gaps, so we'll have to have a jump shot here.
I think he'll get his jump cue out.
I do too. He's measuring a kick.
Well, he's thinking about trying to make this ball.
You know, that's a tall order.
That's a small ball to make, I'll tell you that, from out in the middle of the rail like that. I'm not so sure this is the best decision here.
Well, we'll know in a moment. Oh, what a shot. Can this fella do anything wrong? Well, he had the misfortune there of the 3 ball also going in, the ball that he was playing position on, but golly.
I don't know. After all that, I don't expect him to miss his 4 ball either.
Well, remember, so many times we've seen players make the tough shot and then miss the easy one, and there it is again.
Wow. Kind of the last hope here for Deschain. I'm not so sure this 4 pit. Does the 4 go between the 5, 6? He's looking for a window between. I think it'll go. It's a real small opening. Or he could play a combination 4 to 5. He shot it.
Oh, he shot the gap, but it did not fall.
Well.
Now the question is, how does Melling get to this ball?
He may go off the end rail, Jerry.
Yeah.
1 rail kick. Or he could try to do a little massé shot here.
There's the massé.
He's going off the end rail. This looks good. This looks good. It was good.
It seems as if Europe can do no wrong.
Well, that was a beautiful kick shot. He had to hit that ball perfect. That's for the match. That 5 ball was for the match.
I have to agree with you, my friend.
It's all over now.
This for a dominating day for Team Europe. They will have taken this day 4 points to 1.
Just like day 1.
Chris Melling puts Europe on the hill with a resounding victory over Mike Deschain. Team Europe now only needs 1 more point to claim the Mosconi Cup. Team USA needs them all.
day for the Europeans. This is the story of it. They started as they finished. 3 wins from the first 3 matches. Appleton and Fine. Appleton again, and then Fine came back out and partnered Ralph Souquet to give them that 3 out of 3. Then Shane Van Boning made sure we would have a 4th day, and as we've just seen, Mike Duchesne against the wonderful Chris Mellin, and it was Mellin that has put the defending champions Team Europe 1 point away from victory. 5-10 will be the score overnight. And I can tell you that Chris Mellin, the man of the moment, is with me now. Put your hand out like that. Let me just see it. Oh, man. Well, it's shaking a little bit, and rightly so, because what a wonderful match you've just been involved with.
It was under pressure, and people back at home don't really got your whole continent plus your friends. I mean, luckily enough for me, I've potted the really good shots when I needed to make them, and then the kick shot at the end. I missed a few, but I was feeling the pressure a little bit, and you're bound to miss some. I've missed 4 in 5 days, in 5 matches.
Well, listen, I don't know if you realise, the shot that you played at the end when you were tight there and you came off the cushion and you flicked the ball and it went, there's a shot that Efren Reyes has made against Earl Strickland, which is classed as one of the greatest ever pull shots in the history of the game. And you played that shot in that last rack.
That was easy. No, it's, obviously it's very difficult because the table's so quick, so the angles are completely different. It went in.
When you're playing in a team like the Europeans at the moment, where there's not one weakness between you, and you're playing a team of Americans that traditionally on paper, you know, are possibly the greatest nation at 9 ball, they've fallen apart, haven't they, over the last 3 days?
Well, I think the European players in general, not just the Mosconi Cup players, they've all come on and they're all playing great pool and they're all winning the world events. So the Americans have got it, you know, they've got it to put up with now.
Congratulations. Make sure you go to bed early. No alcohol. You want to say something?
Yeah, I'd just like to dedicate that win to a guy called Mark Lovell, who unfortunately passed away due to cancer yesterday, a friend of mine and Darren's, and he was a great pool player, a great friend, and he's going to be sadly missed, so that was for him.
Well, congratulations.